everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing some exciting, awesome news for Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, as it has broken several box office records here in the recent. The movie has been performing exceptionally well within the box office, theaters being well received by critics and fans alike as well. Of course, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe here as well. That's right, of course, we do have some implications on for the performance and the success of Deadpool and Wolverine. A lot of fans out there are having some anticipations of that this movie may have for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Of course, as I had mentioned, let's go ahead and hop right on into it. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Marvel-related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so Marvel Studios is back in the box office record books after the release of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman's debut in the MCU with Deadpool 3 or Deadpool and Wolverine. Anticipation was through the roof for this movie, as it was the only MCU film releasing in 2024 this year for one thing, but also in addition to that, this multiverse hopping adventure brought Reynolds and Jackman together for the first time as these characters since 2009, sharing the same screen, of course, that is. Not only that, but the big one is that this is the first Marvel R-rated movie, or technically the first R-rated Disney movie, even thinking about it in that sense there as well. Now, fans have spoken, giving it a 97% audience score over on Rotten Tomatoes, and the box office haul has reflected Marvel's return to form as well, yet alone. Decidedly needing a monetary win for after the Marvels movie last year was one of the biggest flops in the studio's history, it is quite safe to presume and say that Deadpool and Wolverine has restored that hope and also the money magic. Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine has surpassed recent expectations with a strategy opening weekend of $444.1 million worldwide in the box office. The film's international box office performance contributed significantly to this total, bringing in 233.1 of that million, while the domestic box office here in the States had added an impressive 211 million. So a pretty 50-50 split, but honestly very impressively overall, especially seeing that this movie had a budget of 244 or 200, just 200 million flat out. Its return definitely, and that profit that was made back is definitely quite up there. So Deadpool and Wolverine has grossed 290.4 million domestically and 590.5 million internationally as a whole at the box office. So a couple of the, as I had mentioned, box office records that the film has broke within its opening weekend alone. This is the biggest R-rated movie opening ever, period, inside and out of the MCU, inside and out of superhero movies to begin with. Coming as no surprise, Deadpool and Wolverine has outgrossed the 2016's Deadpool domestic opening number of 132.4 million by a massive amount. The previous record holder for the highest grossing opening weekend for an R-rated movie was the first Deadpool movie from 2016. This is also the biggest opening for any movie in this year of 2024. Disney is on a summer heater with Pixar's Inside Out 2 kicking off its box office run with 154.2 million domestic, and now Deadpool and Wolverine has surpassed that number, and that will most likely remain the king of the opening weekend for this year, as it seems, kind of based off of the other lineups of movies that we're anticipating for this year. For another, it's the sixth biggest opening movie ever, period. Incredibly, Deadpool and Wolverine has surpassed the Black Panther's 202 million opening, the Avengers 207.4 million, the Jurassic World's 208.8 million, passing all of those movies and making it the sixth highest opening ever domestically. It's up there on the charts with Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, Star Wars, and all of those incredible movies. It's also the fourth biggest superhero movie opening out of all of those as well. As I had mentioned, when it comes to driving fans to the theater within that opening weekend as well, no one does it quite like Marvel and those crossover events. Deadpool and Wolverine has taken its rightful place behind Avengers Endgame, as I had mentioned, with the likes of Spider-Man No Way Home and Avengers Infinity War, as well as the fourth highest grossing comic book movie at the domestic box office opening weekend. Aside from all of that, on a more personal scaled level, this is a new record for Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Sean Levy, a dream team. Step aside Logan, the 2017 hit, there is a new Wolverine in town, bringing all of their different talents, bravado, and charisma together. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Sean Levy have all soared to new heights with Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the biggest opening weekend since No Way Home, continuing on down the list here as well. Spider-Man No Way Home, not even the 2023's Barbie had revved up that much excitement as Deadpool and Wolverine. It hasn't been since fans were bursting at the seams to see Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield swinging side by side all the way back in 2021. There hasn't been a bigger movie since, up until now. This is also the highest July opening weekend of all time. July has become a powerful month at the box office. It's the heat of the summer, the kids are out of school, and with Deadpool and Wolverine has now become king of that, surpassing The Lion King with $191.8 million as the all-time opener at the domestic box office during this month here as well. It's the 11th biggest global debut ever. Deadpool and Wolverine has begun incredibly well overseas as well, with the 1 billion mark clear in its sights. It'll probably hit it by the end of its theatrical run, honestly quite easily. Totaling its global haul, the new Marvel flick was also able to surpass the 2022's James Cameron blockbuster Avatar: The Way of the Water, which had opened to $441.7 million overall and globally. It doesn't stop there. There's two other big box office records that Deadpool and Wolverine has also broken, that they're in ninth place, also being the R-rated Wednesday US box office record. The film has grossed $19.3 million on Wednesday when it had technically came out, surpassing the previous record held by Joker. I think that was back in 2019, which made $9.6 million on October 9th of 2019. And finally, in the 10th kind of record here that it's broken, is that it's the fourth highest grossing movie of 2024. Deadpool and Wolverine, with its $590.5 million global opening box office record, has become the fourth highest grossing movie of 2024, just up there on those charts here. As I had mentioned, it is the highest movie of 2024 thus yet, after just 8 days of its release, surpassing the total earnings of Kung Fu Panda 4, which sits at $546 million. Also Godzilla and X, Kong, the New Empire, which is also at $568 million. Overall, Deadpool and Wolverine has had some great just profits here, and really a great rollout here. Marvel is definitely back, and it feels like, honestly, it's here to stay back. It doesn't feel like that we're going to have any other kind of mediocre projects coming out for Marvel, especially for its theatrical releases. A lot of fans are super excited, and so are we. We're going to continue to keep you guys updated with all of it here on the channel. It's all the more reason to grab that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Peace out.